Are you sick of spending hours designing a social media post in Canva, only to hear crickets when you finally upload it? Are you tired of guessing which YouTube thumbnail is going to get the click and which one is going to flop? Are you drowning in subjective feedback from your team? You know, like when your boss says, make the logo bigger with zero data to back it up? Are you frustrated that enterprise eye tracking and neuromarketing tools cost literally thousands of dollars a month, putting them way out of your league? And are you just exhausted by the feeling that marketing is a gambling game where the house always wins? Because honestly, same. I used to stare at my ads and just hope. But I think I found the cheat code. It's called Creative Score. It's currently on AppSumo as a lifetime deal. And it promises to use actual behavioral science to tell you if your creative sucks before you spend money promoting it. If you want to stop guessing and start optimizing, you need to check the link in the show notes right now. But first, let's dig in. So let's talk about the elephant in the room. Marketing blindness. We all have it. You stare at a landing page or an ad creative for so long that you lose all perspective. You show it to your partner or your friend and they say, yeah, looks nice. But nice doesn't pay the bills, right? The big agencies, the Ogilvies of the world, they don't guess. They use these massive complex tools. You might have heard of competitors like Neurons or Dragonfly AI. These tools use predictive eye tracking and AI to simulate how a human brain reacts to an image. But here's the kicker. Those tools are expensive. Like, sell your car expensive. They are enterprise-level SaaS products with monthly subscriptions that make my wallet cry just thinking about them. So for the rest of us, freelancers, side hustlers, small business owners, we're left doing A/B testing, which basically means we spend our own money on ads to see what works. We are paying to learn, and subscription fatigue is real. I cannot add another $99 a month tool to my stack. I just can't. That's why when I saw Creative Score pop up on AppSumo for a one-time payment, claiming to democratize this whole neuromarketing science thing, I had to grab it. Okay, so I bought the code. I went with license tier 1 to start, just to test the waters. That's $89 one time. Redemption was super easy. Standard AppSumo process. I logged in and, honestly, the dashboard is surprisingly clean. It's not cluttered. It doesn't look like an Excel spreadsheet exploded, which is always my fear with these data tools. It's got a modern, darkish aesthetic that feels professional. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room. Credits. This isn't an unlimited tool. Tier 1 gives you 75 credits per month. At first I was like, wait, is that enough? But you have to look at the math. A standard analysis costs 5 credits. An advanced analysis costs 15 credits. So on the base plan, if you're doing standard runs, you can analyze 15 images a month. If you stack to Tier 2 for $169, you get 200 credits, which is roughly 40 standard analyses. For me, I'm a solopreneur. I'm not churning out 500 ads a week, so 75 credits is manageable. But if you're an agency running ads for 10 clients, you are definitely going to want to stack those codes. So enough about the math. Does it actually work? Let me walk you through my first run. I've been working on a YouTube thumbnail for an old episode that just wasn't getting clicks. It was a picture of me looking shocked. Classic YouTube face, don't judge me, with some text on the right. I clicked Measure Your Creatives on the dashboard. I uploaded my thumbnail. The system asked me what category this is. There are options for e-commerce, social media, email, etc. I chose YouTube thumbnail. Then the waiting game. Actually, it wasn't much of a wait. Like maybe 15 seconds? It's AI, so it's pretty snappy. The results popped up, and wow. First, it gave me a creative score out of 100. My thumbnail got a, wait for it, 48. Ouch, my ego took a hit there. But here's the cool part. It didn't just say you suck. It showed me why. There's this feature called Keep Their Eyes on the Prize. It generates these heat maps. It literally showed a glowing red spot on my text, but, and this is big, my face was completely cold. Blue. The AI predicted that nobody was going to look at my expression because the text contrast was stealing all the attention. I was inadvertently distracting people from the emotional hook of the image. Then I scrolled down to the best-in-class recommendations section. It gave me bullet points. It told me, consider increasing the size of the facial element to trigger emotional resonance and reduce text clutter. So I opened Canva. I tweaked the image. I made my face bigger, I simplified the text to just 3 words, and I changed the background color to be less busy. I re-uploaded it to Creative Score. Boom! New score, 72. And the heat map showed a clear path from my face to the text. It felt validated. It's like having a senior creative director looking over your shoulder, except the creative director is a robot and costs way less money. Now, in terms of daily workflow, is it perfect? No. Currently, I have to download my image from Canva, upload it to Creative Score, get feedback, go back to Canva. You get the drift. It's a bit of a ping-pong game. There's no Chrome extension yet, which would be a huge time saver. I'd love to just click a button inside Canva or Facebook Ads Manager. However, the speed is good. It doesn't drag. And looking at the company, they're based in the UK, founded by Jordan Seeley. They seem pretty active. The AppSumo Select badge usually means the AppSumo team has vetted them a bit harder than the usual marketplace junk, so that gives me some peace of mind regarding support. Let's get real for a second. Here are the pros and cons. Pros. First, the value. Getting access to predictive heat maps and behavioral data for a one-time price of $89 is insane value. The competitors charge that per month. Second, the objectivity. It removes the argument of, I like blue, you like red. It gives you a score. Data wins arguments. Third, the heat maps. They are visually really easy to understand. You instantly see where the attention goes. Cons, the credit system. You need to be careful. If you're a chaotic creative who wants to test 50 variations of the same image just for fun, you will burn through your credits fast. Also, the UI. While clean, it's still a young tool. Sometimes the recommendations feel a little generic, like make it brighter. It's not always rocket science advice. And finally, no unlimited plan. Even at Tier 3, you are capped at 600 credits a month. So if you are a massive agency, this might just be a side tool, not your main driver. So what's the verdict? If you are a freelancer, a content creator, or a small business owner running your own ads and you are tired of burning money on creatives that don't convert, Creative Score is a no-brainer. Even if you just use it to save 1 or 2 failed ad campaigns, it pays for itself. If you're a massive enterprise agency needing thousands of heat maps a day, you probably need to stick to the big guys like Neurons. But for the rest of us, this is a gem. The deal is currently live on AppSumo. It's got a 60-day money-back guarantee, so honestly, buy it. Run your best and worst ads through it and see if the data matches reality. If not, refund it. No harm done. I'm keeping my copy. My thumbnails are already looking better. If you want to grab it, please use the link in the show notes below. It helps support the pod and keeps me supplied with coffee so I can keep finding these deals for you. Go optimize your creative, stop guessing, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Peace.